Imagine spending years lost in obscure German television, quietly delivering lines no one will remember. Then one day, a call comes from a strange American director named Quentin Tarantino, and suddenly you're standing on the Oscar stage holding the award for Best Supporting Actor. This is Christoph Waltz. Who is Christoph Waltz? Christoph Waltz is more than an actor, he's a cinematic force. Known for his chilling charm and precise delivery, Waltz transforms every role into a masterclass in performance. From the terrifyingly polite Colonel Landa to the charismatic Dr. King Schultz, he commands the screen with nuance and intelligence. Despite decades of obscurity, Waltz rose to global fame with 2 Oscar-winning performances, captivating audiences in multiple languages and redefining what it means to be a supporting actor. His late career breakthrough wasn't luck, it was long overdue recognition of a truly singular talent. His early life and the long road to Hollywood. Christoph Waltz was born into a family deeply rooted in the performing arts, with parents and grandparents working in set and costume design. He honed his craft at the prestigious Max Reinhardt Seminar in Vienna, and later at the Lee Strasberg Institute in New York. Equipped with elite training and multilingual skills, Waltz returned to Europe to begin his acting career, only to face years of struggle and relative obscurity. For over 3 decades, Christoph Waltz built a respectable but largely invisible career in the German-speaking entertainment industry. He was a fixture in Austrian, German, and Swiss television, taking on an endless rotation of roles: detectives solving local crimes, conflicted lawyers, charming lovers, grim soldiers, and morally ambiguous villains. He wasn't picky, he was professional and reliable. Casting directors knew they could count on him to deliver nuanced, compelling performances, no matter how mediocre the script. To his peers, Waltz was a craftsman. He wasn't a celebrity, but he was respected, a familiar face on primetime dramas, Sunday night thrillers, and midday reruns. He worked consistently, kept his bills paid, and maintained a stable family life. For many actors, this would have been enough. A quiet, dependable career, out of the spotlight, but rooted in consistency. But to Hollywood, Christoph Waltz didn't exist. The man who could effortlessly shift between German, French, and English. Who had trained in 2 of the most elite acting institutions in the world. Who could bring complexity to even the flattest character. Was entirely unknown to the global stage. And if one meeting, one audition, or one decision had gone differently, he might still be there. Unknown, unrecognized, untranslated. Instead, fate, or perhaps Quentin Tarantino, came knocking. The Tarantino moment that changed everything. Enter Quentin Tarantino. By the late 2000s, Tarantino was already a cinematic force. He had written a new script, Inglourious Basterds, a sprawling, violent, stylish, revisionist World War II tale. At the center of it was a character that would become legendary, Colonel Hans Landa. Landa was unlike any villain ever written. He needed to be multilingual, intellectually superior, socially charming, and bone-chillingly ruthless. The role required fluency in 4 languages, mastery of dialogue, and a terrifying duality that could switch in an instant. Tarantino searched relentlessly. He auditioned hundreds of actors from across the globe. None worked. He was on the verge of scrapping the entire project. Then Christoph Waltz walked in. Tarantino later said, "I was desperate. I was ready to cancel the movie, but then Christoph came in and I knew instantly. I found my Landa. He gave me my film back." Waltz delivered one of the greatest performances in cinema history. In the opening scene of Inglourious Basterds, Landa interrogates a farmer hiding Jewish refugees beneath his floorboards. Waltz's calm demeanor, careful pauses, and sudden tonal shifts create a tension so unbearable it's almost impossible to watch and harder to forget. "You're hiding Jews under your floorboards, aren't you?" One line, delivered with a smile, and it shook the world. Waltz's performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. But more than that, it resurrected his career. It was as if the world had discovered a master hiding in plain sight. The Rise, Django, Bond, and beyond. Tarantino didn't just find an actor, he found a muse. 3 years later, he cast Waltz again, this time in Django Unchained as Dr. King Schultz, a German dentist turned bounty hunter with a moral compass and a silver tongue. It was the complete opposite of Landa, and yet, once again, Waltz delivered brilliance. He won his 2nd Oscar, 2 roles, 2 Tarantino films, 2 Academy Awards. From that point forward, Waltz became a global icon. He joined the James Bond universe, portraying Ernst Stavro Blofeld, the calculating and elegant nemesis of 007 in Spectre and No Time to Die. He starred in Tim Burton's Big Eyes, gave a chilling performance in The Zero Theorem, and lent his voice to animated films like Epic. In Alita: Battle Angel, he anchored the film with quiet strength, and in Amazon's The Consultant, he once again reminded audiences that unpredictability is his most powerful tool. Each performance carried the Waltz signature: intelligence, sophistication, danger, and charm, all rolled into one. Legacy, friendships, and what's next? Today, Christoph Waltz stands as one of the most respected and enigmatic actors of his generation. He doesn't chase fame. He doesn't live for headlines. He chooses his projects with intention and care. His bond with Tarantino remains unshakable. Both men credit each other with career-defining moments. And with rumors swirling about Tarantino's final film, fans around the world hope for one last collaboration, one last time to witness that magical chemistry. Outside of Hollywood, Waltz remains deeply connected to European cinema. He has stepped behind the camera as a director, bringing stories to life in his native language, exploring narratives rooted in his heritage. He is not merely an actor. He is a craftsman, a student of human behavior, a performer whose career proves that patience can be just as powerful as talent. Christoph Waltz is living proof that greatness doesn't always strike early. Sometimes it simmers in silence, waiting, evolving, and when the moment arrives, it changes everything. From being overlooked in the halls of European television to becoming one of Hollywood's most decorated performers, Waltz didn't just arrive. He emerged like a force of nature because he knew that sometimes the scariest thing an actor can do is smile.